as we usually start. So this is your last Monday where you're welcome into this yoga center. Oh, there's a request.
I will take a look. Yes.
Okay, good. Hip. Is that from Don?
That's from Don Murphy. Oh wait, is the sound on?
So, as usual, we'll start by just sitting down for a second to just be grounded. So, maintaining a connection, right? To have our physical body, and sometimes it just feels very encounter and difficult to connect between all the activities of the day. We're just running through, we're doing all so many things, we're engaged and thinking about so many other things outside our yoga practice, and sometimes we forget. Many times, most of the time, I forget about my yoga practice outside my yoga. And that's exactly when I need to practice yoga, to always try to think about my breath, to always think about what is important about you and for me, and how can I bring that with me in every activity I do. And when I'm writing an email, when in a Zoom call, when I'm meeting with somebody, when I'm writing a policy, when I'm cooking, when I am exercising, all those things, in any part of our day, how do I actuate yoga? And so it's a very internal question, an important question for us to decide and to really feel like, to develop internally. And so very, very gently, as the body is sitting down at first, in whatever position it is. And we just need to maybe take an inventory of this physical body. And not only of our mind, but can you find any restlessness, any agitation or excitement or distraction or lethargy or whatever your energy is? Just kind of take a look at that and simply allow your body to exhale. There's nothing to change at this point. It's not about forcing or counteracting anything that you feel, but it's allowing yourself to gently connect softly to your breathing. And so when you breathe out, can you feel that your body touching your yoga mat, the ground, your legs, your hips are settled? And what does it feel like for both sides, for the right and left side of your hips, to be touching the ground or your yoga mat or your chair? And let the exhalation come slowly as your body breathes out to feel that your shoulders and back and neck slowly settle. And so what does it feel to disengage your neck or shoulders from any tension? And maybe the hands, slowly moving your fingers, and your fingers slowly engage every one of the fingers. So just not grasp through my fists, but to allow my hands to soften, to let go, to really learn to soften the neck, the spine, the entire vertebral column, to allow that my head and my neck is not tense, and I feeling my head gently align, and I can move slowly, gently my jaw and my neck muscles, and my eyes and my forehead simply soften. Can I observe my breath in, that my bite and my jaw, my teeth are not grinding? They can exhale and breathe it all the way out. Maybe we can allow for a few seconds to just breathe all the way from the neck, from the head, from the shoulders, from the back, from the hips, from the thighs and knees and ankles and feet towards the ground, to soften all pressure. To let my breath in and my breath out to release any pressure, any tension, any any energy we're carrying with us. Maybe in this last breath into this position, I simply feel my lungs fully filled with oxygen, and then let my exhalation release. And then can I soften? Can I move from my chest to my abdomen? What does it feel to actually move into those muscles, into those organs, into the entire part of your body? And maybe the tongue of your mouth is going to raise up towards the palate of your mouth. And so as you breathe in, try to press with the tip of your tongue, the back of your teeth, with your mouth closed and your tongue all the way towards the palate, towards the roof of the mouth. And then exhale, release through your nose. One more time, practice slowly touching your tongue. And exhale again, deeply out again with the tip of your tongue, with the front portion of your tongue, reach towards the back of your front teeth. And exhale through your nostrils, relaxing your tongue, relaxing your jaw. And this last time, you're going to press the tongue again against the back of your teeth. Exhale through your nose. And this time, without opening your lips, you're going to open the jaw. As you're trying to yawn with your tongue in the back of your teeth, inhale, inhale. Soften and relax the tongue, the jaw. One more time, the tongue towards the back of your teeth. Open your jaw without separating your lips. And exhale, exhale. If you tend to grind your teeth or create tension in your jaw, this is a great exercise to one more time place the tongue. Open the jaw, so you're just about to yawn without separating the lips. And then exhale and release slowly. Allow your mouth to slowly open wide and your tongue to open broad as your shoulders and elbows open to the sides of your body. Breathe in. And then exhale through your mouth. Open your jaw very, very wide. Inhale through your mouth. And exhale through your tongue. Last time. Slow, slow, without hyperventilating. And very nice. The jaw, the cheekbones, the mouth. Slowly bring your knees towards each other as if you're just hugging your knees. Hold on to your shins, to your feet, towards the ankles, towards the tip of your toes. And with your arms, slowly squeeze gently the knees towards each other, the inner thighs towards each other. So your back is slowly engaged to open it as much as possible or round it as much as you need to. And when your body's ready, breathe into this pose. And then exhale around your spine as if your forehead is coming gently towards your knees. And soften your shoulders and round your back, squeeze your belly. Hold it one more time, breathe in, all holding the rounding of the spine. Exhale all the way out. Last time. Feel the shoulders separated. Breath in. Feel that your lungs are pressing the inside and really realigning those ribs. And exhale, exhale slowly. And one more time. Press with your hands, pulling gently on your toes. Breathe in with your arms, holding the outside of your thighs. Breathe in, hold it, raise your chin. Inhale, inhale. Deep breath, raise your throat. Extend your chest forward, shoulders drawn back, your tongue towards the roof of your mouth, your eyes towards the eyebrows. Breath in, open your chest one more time. Change the posture of your body. Listen to the inhalation as your body really breathe through every edge of your body and the throat and the inner lining. And as your body exhales, slowly soften your hands, soften your elbows, soften your shoulders. Breath in, allow your left leg to slowly extend forward and your right leg to remain slightly bent. It doesn't matter how far or deep, with your heel close to the ground, to the groin if you need to. And let your body slowly reach with your right hand gently forward towards your thigh, towards your knee, towards your shin. And exhale with your left hand behind and let your body just rotate towards that extended leg and lean very gently forward. So your abdomen squeezes, your hand reaches for your foot, for the toes, for the thigh, for the outside of your thigh, for the outside of the hip, and let your left leg be steady. So find that you're twisting, that you're slowly dropping your chin, that you're extending the crown, that your shoulders are broad, that your body exhales slowly. Just one more time, breathe in. twist and exhale deeply into the abdomen, to the waist area, and then slowly walk your right hand very gently. Do not force your back, do not force the muscles that you stretch. Breathe in, and then slowly look gently towards the opposite direction. Your hands now switch. Your left hand comes across towards the right or flexed knee, and your right head comes behind, and you can feel your body slowly rolling the shoulders back, slowly looking out towards the chest, looking out towards the right shoulder, breathing in, exhale. Can your right hand open a little bit wider, a little bit farther behind? Can you really open the chest, squeeze through your oblique muscles, allow your abdominal muscles to really move? Open your organs inside that tissue that is holding all your organs together, right? That very connective tissue, the tissue that makes those joints of the organs into your muscles and into the structure of your abdominal cavity. Make them move. Last time, press through that left leg. And then let your body exhale and release back gently into the center pose. Observe your body slowly soften. Bring your right knee up. Extend your right leg out. Flex your left knee in. Can you feel your right foot fully extended in front of your body? And your left hand comes now over your hip, over your thigh, while your right arm opens behind and twist. Slowly squeeze. Find that you're moving through your hip muscles and you're leaning gently forward. So you're now extending out, maintaining the lower back, just to pull lightly through your glutes to the hamstrings, to feel all the muscles of your hips, and your shoulders are wide. Your head slowly rounds in with your chin tucked towards your throat, and the crown of the head slowly moves all the muscles of your back. Feel that every part of your body is intentional. Every movement of your body is intentional into the twist. Breathe in, and then breathe all the way out. One inhalation at a time, observing your body. Open the shoulders. Make sure that your right shoulder really adds into the movement in your last 2 breaths. Can you find that your left hip is anchored and your body really twists and you open kindly? Last long inhalation. Leaning gently towards that front leg so you can feel all the tissues. Again, challenging your body lightly, not forcefully, and then gently come back and walk your left hand in so your back creates gentle movement. Don't ever twist it or turn it too quickly, and switch towards the opposite direction very gently until your right foot is pressing out, your left hand crosses over to the back of your hip, your right arm comes across to the left thigh or knee, and you're looking over the left shoulder. While the right shoulder tends to roll forward, move it back towards the back of your shoulder blades, and let your chest widen. Pay attention to your clavicles. Can you feel your body moving through your abdominal muscles, through your entire waist area, that your spine is long, that your head is extended, that your tailbone area sits, that you're not raising one hip off the ground, that you're actively pressing through that right foot. Take your last 2 breaths. Shoulders are broad. Really feel the connective tissue to your tummy. Can you feel how your abdomen and all the muscles of the abdominal cavity move? In your last one, full breath in, expanding, really reaching to all the parts of your body that need to just simply move. And let the body exhale and feel that your body slowly softens to the center position. Observe your body coming gently, bringing the left knee kindly up off the ground and extend it gently in front of your body. And observe that your right leg slowly comes slowly off the floor. Deep breath in and exhale all the way through, and feel that your right leg is gently held with one hand on the knee, the right hand probably, the left hand on the foot. And you feel your right foot slowly lifted, maybe knee height, a little bit off the ground. Breathe in, so you're feeling the hips slowly moving and your knee coming towards the chest. So breathe in, holding your knee always in the same alignment of your hip and shoulder. Breathe in, exhale all the way through. One more time. Breathe, support, reach in, and then exhale slowly. Bend the knee and let the leg slowly come all the way towards the ground. And maybe your hand holds on and presses slowly that inner thigh towards the ground. That right knee closer to the floor, so your left leg remains perpendicular and you're moving through that hip. One more time. Abdomen, waist separate away from that slow, tight connection of the hips. When your body's exhaling, raise slowly. One more time. Feel that you're gaining range of movement. that your body, one more time, supports with the right foot and the left hand on the right foot, the right hand on the knee, and breathe in and contract your knee closest to your body. And if you need to reach closer, if you need to reach into your foot, breathe that you're fine, your extension, feel the entire hip area. One last long inhalation, deep breath in, and then exhale, slowly soften the foot. And then if your body's ready, your heel goes to the groin and drop the knee. If your body's ready, maybe your left thigh receives the right foot. And not forcing, it's not about overextending the foot, so you're not pulling from the knee, but just placing the ankle in a secure place and let the left hand hold that foot on the thigh and your right hand to still open the inner thigh area. If that's enough, if that's too much for your ankle, stay. Find that your body opens. And maybe for some of us, the left hand opens as far away from that right knee and the body stretches as if you're just pressing the leg down and opening all the muscles on the abdominal cavity through the right side of your body, and feel the body exhaling. Inhale and exhale all the way through, pressing through the inner thigh, dropping that shoulder. Inhale gently. Last time, can you feel that your inner thigh really presses away and you're really stretching through the hip flexors? And then slowly retract it. Breathe in, and we're going to switch with your right leg extended forward, your left leg contracts, and you feel your left hand towards the knee, your right hand towards the foot, and you're going to contract and hold. Breath in. Exhale all the way through. Is your body supportive? Can you feel that your body slowly, maybe both hands are able to reach for the foot? Again, allow your body to dictate how far deep you need to subtract or add to this position. When your body's ready, jaw draws in, neck is long, shoulders are never pulled away from your back. Your elbows always break that force into the shoulder area, so your chest presses out and forward. One more time, deep breath in. And when your body's ready, allow your left foot to exhale, the heel to come towards the groin, and your left hand to slowly press into the left inner thigh to open the hip and feel your body stretching as if you're just really opening the hip area. Exhale, exhale. Again, your inner thigh is opening. Maybe you're sitting upright, maybe your waist is carried, maybe your torso is supported, maybe your shoulders really broaden when your right leg is really stretched and your left knee is as close to the ground as your body allows. Let the last long exhalation to empty through and bring your left knee slowly off the ground. One more time, inhaling, raising, holding with your left hand on the knee, your right hand on the foot, or both hands into the knee according to your flexibility and decide and how is the knee and the foot looking, and are you pressing the knee towards the shoulder, the frontal deltoid muscles of your back and shoulders, are they tense, are they pulling off socket? Can you really squeeze through the left side of your body? Retract the belly button area, activate the right foot. One more time, breathe in. And for some of us, we repeat. We allow the heel to the groin and the foot on the ground, or for some of us, the thigh receives on the right leg, the thigh receives the left foot or the back of the left foot with your toes not overextended, so you're not twisting through your joint, maintaining the kneecap supported, and your body presses slightly into the inner thigh. Or maybe the right hand comes a little this time away from that knee, and you're feeling the extension. If you want to add intensity, it doesn't have to be anything like that. So feel that your hips are opening through the inner thigh, and the exhalation slowly empties, and your right hand gives you support. So you're stretching, you're actually feeling the entire oblique side moving gently away from that hip structure. Never pressing or forcing your shoulders. One more time, breath in. And as your body exhales, can you really breathe deeply into those thighs? And you can use as many props and modify as much as possible, and bring your right hand slowly back in and feel your body raises back into center. Exhale, so you're softening, and the inhalation brings the knee, softens the foot, and extends the left leg out. Very nice. Breath in. And when your body's ready, allow your knees to slowly flex. You're coming onto the soles of your feet very gently, and your toes are going to be wider than your heels, not but much, but find that what is comfortable for your knees. Hands are going to slowly press with your fists, with your fingertips, with the full palm of the hand into the ground, and then allow your spine to be long and tall, and your knees to not be overextended, to feel that your spine lengthens and your hips are slowly opening. One more time, allow the tailbone area to just brush through the ground, breathing in. And when your body's ready, find your body slowly opening through your shoulders, never forcing through your joints of the arms of the upper body. Tummy muscles, one more time, breathe in, thighs are wide enough so you can feel the movement. And then kindly allow your knees to roll all the way towards the right side. So you're going to roll the knees, your knee of the left is going to come towards the right foot or right sole, and your body slowly rotates. And you can feel your body rotating, feel your waist, your left hand comes across in the direction of your knees, and see if your body keeps rotating, and your right foot is going to hold into the inner thigh so it doesn't rotate or over rotate. And my foot on the back adjusts so my knee and torso are just aligned, and my body keeps rotating. It doesn't mean that yours has to, and your abdomen supports and your twist comes deep from the abdomen, from the oblique muscles, finding your waist, finding your right hand supportive into the movement on the thigh. You can allow the left hand to also come into the knee, into the hip, into the ground, or maybe to the air. Your body slowly stretches. One more time, feel that your hips and the inner thighs really move deep in the area as your body exhales all the way through. Slowly come back and feel that your entire core is actually moving. It's not just the hips, as we maybe may have thought that it's just the hip joints, but it's all the muscles around the hips. And my feet and my legs come back into center. My hands one more time behind me. I find looseness around my tailbone as it's able to move around. My knees and hip joints are slowly settled. And when my body's ready, I now move my knees towards the opposite direction, very gently. So the sole of your foot is maybe into the inner thigh now, and feel that your body is supported, and feel that your toe in the back is maybe shifted, and maybe your hands move in the direction of the knee. Is that right? And let your body twist and feel that your spine and abdomen supports, and you're pressing lightly. If you have the ability and you want to add intensity, the left foot presses slightly into the thigh, and see if your body opens again, those abdominal muscles, and the body exhales, and your right hand comes to the foot, to the knee, to the thigh, to the hip, to the ground, maybe in front of your chest, and pulls away from the entire body. So you can add twisting to the spine, all through the oblique muscles, all through the hip area. Exhale slowly, jaw draws in, move your toes slowly to support the position. Back foot, front foot on the inner thigh, last 2 breaths. Can you really exhale? Can you feel that your abdomen moves, even in this position, even though you're moving deeper into the depth of the abdomen? Last breath in, and then exhale slowly from the abdomen. Really breathe out and bring your body slowly back into center position. Inhale, and then exhale into center pose. Very nice. Allow, again, enough room for your knees to roll back into center, to find your feet into center position, that your heels are grounded, that your hands are into the floor, and maybe in this position, the body, again, slowly rolls your heels off the ground, and you're rolling on the balls of your toes, if that's possible. Breathing in to open. Your legs are as wide or as tight and parallel towards each other as possible. Breathe in, and do not force the knees. Walk your hands, your fingers, your wrists. Are you active through the tip of the fingers? Flatten the belly and move your chest broad and shoulders back. Inhale and exhale all the way through. Can you move slowly? Again, all the muscles, the very muscles of the waist, of the back, when your last body full exhalation happens, raise your knees up and drop the hips slowly, slowly. Open your feet wide enough so your hands come in between your legs, as far away from your legs as you need to through the heels, or maybe coming into your inner thighs, into your big toes, into the soles of your feet, and let the elbows and shoulders come in between your legs if that's possible, and your head to slowly come very gently forward, and find that your back rounds, your jaw draws in. Open those deep muscles of your hips. Exhale. And I know that sometimes it's very challenging, and there's a lot of resistance in those muscles, in those joints. And it's not about looking like anybody else. It's about feeling your body moving and shifting lightly. And the head drops slowly forward, so the chin tucks gently towards your chest. And then you find and discover parts of your body that you may have not paid attention in a while. The elbows bend and your shoulders are in between your knees, and last long inhalation, can you feel your body exhaling all the way through, and then gently Allow your body to slowly soften feet and toes. Bring your hands behind. Allow your fingers to slowly touch your heels, coming as close to the glutes as possible. And one more time, over the ball of your toes, knees press out. And the whole idea is to open your knees as wide as you need to and feel that your quad muscles, right? Your hip flexors open and your spine moves away from the hips and your shoulder blades move away as if you're just arching your back and your hips come as close to your heels as you need to. So you're really extending to your quads, to your thighs. One more time, breathe in and open your chest. Last long inhalation, feel your body broadly extended through the front and let your hips slowly come towards the ground. Settle gently. Allow your feet to walk as far wide and forward as needed and your hands to reach for your toes, for the inside of your thighs, shins, ankles, big toe area, and drop the elbows round your head. Roll the shoulders. Breathe. And exhale all the way through. Feel that your back slowly empties. Again, my intention, my maybe body craves for going a little bit deeper, and maybe my hands come a little bit inside the knees, and I can feel my hands just coming into the elbows. So the elbows or the hands come closer to the elbows, so the elbows are flexed under my feet. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be under my inner thighs. I can feel my body just opening my hips and feel that my feet and body just plays with itself. Find the full rotation, that your hips are never tense, that your spine is never tense, that you're using the triceps and the arms to support the opening of the hips. When the body's ready, exhale and then release slowly your hands, your feet, your legs. Slowly breathe into this pose and allow your body to bring maybe the right foot first into your groin area, and your left leg is going to open behind you in a way that is comfortable, that your knee is not forced, that your knee is slightly bent. We're going to roll slowly over that. So your yoga mat, you're going to roll over as if you're just coming to pigeon pose, where you're going to lift over the shin, and the left leg comes slowly behind, the right knee is bent, the right foot comes across the body towards the left hip, and then your body just raises the hip, raises the glutes, and stays even through the shin, through the knee, through the foot, and the hands into the ground. Breath in. Crease of the elbows, and when your body's ready, maybe your body slowly moves deeper into the ground and rolls into the hip. Even if you need to roll out into that right hip, as if you're leaning into that right side. Touch gently, completely. If your right elbow slowly touches the ground, if your right hand touches the floor, it's okay to slowly open and to place weight into that right side. Neck and shoulders, slowly exhale. Feel your body breathing. Very nice. Again, for some of us, it's not necessary to roll over. We can stay on the body square and you can look directly towards the ground. You can feel the body into that pigeon pose. Exhale slowly. One more time. Lean or flatten into. Very nice. When your body's ready, it's easier from that position, the rolling position, to then turn your torso into the inner thigh. But it's not necessary. Find your abdomen and you paying attention to your physical body and breathing. When your last exhalation slowly happens, move your hands and then roll one more time as if your body is really tall, as if you're just raising those hips very tall, because you're activating the muscles on the glute, you're activating the muscles on the thigh, and you're raising by pressing the entire shin of that right leg into the floor. Squeeze the glutes. The left leg is light and easy. The glute muscles support it. Your chest is broadened. Breath in. One more time. Inhale, inhale. Squeeze the glutes. Feel the inner thighs. Feel really the outside of that glute area. Observe your body. The shin of the right foot presses to the ground and raise your hips. Last long as you can. You feel the core muscles here. And then flatten your belly and reach out again. Roll softly to the right side, into the right hip, into the torso, your right elbow, your right hand, just fully into it. Or you can lean directly in front of your body towards that pigeon pose. Breath in, exhaling, allowing your body to just find a full, perfect balance position. Maybe at this point, your torso is able to move a little bit more square towards the ground, and your right hip comes closer to the floor. You can feel the opening of that right glute, right hip muscles. And again, there's a very important nerve cord that runs through from the base of the spine across your glutes into the thigh area and down your leg. One last exhalation. Stretch that sciatic nerve. Observe your body and then inhaling very gently, leaning always into the right side. First, for looseness, for softness of the movement, start undoing and come slowly with your hands onto the ground, bringing the hips a little bit taller, enough that your right leg can slide gently back. Stay on your hands and knees, breath in, and exhale for your tummy. One more time. Observe your hands even. Your left knee comes slowly forward. And I'm going to slowly roll it out. And I can feel how my body is squeezing through the shin into the ground on the left foot. And my glute muscles and hips are slowly opening. And I stay tall as my hips allow, as if I'm really carrying it through the muscles of my legs, through the muscles of my glutes, to muscles of the core, while my hands are just lightly pressing to the floor. Again, never forcing. Breath in, jaw, neck, crown, breath in. Maybe your hands are not needed. Maybe you can just use it with the strength of your glutes and hips. One last inhalation. Breathe in, almost light fingers, and then exhale, roll into your left side and see what happens if you can place the weight into the left glute and maybe soften that back foot and maybe the left elbow leans away into your body and just prepare your body to stay just soften to that left completely and roll it completely to the side and see if you can press it. Very nice. And let your body weight slowly soften. And now you can start playing with your torso. Maybe your right arm slowly comes a little bit farther forward. Maybe your torso starts rotating without having to lift the hip. Simply rotate your shoulders as if you're just looking directly to the floor and see what happens. If your body is able to slowly look into the inner thigh and you're stretching and your feet and legs and knees are light, or maybe for some of us, we can go directly into full pigeon pose. But again, build it gently. Move those hips. Allow the outside of your hip muscles to really stretch. Are you breathing? Or are you still holding your breath? Are you still holding through your fists? Are you grinding through your neck and shoulders or teeth or mouth? Or are you able to exhale? Are you using your tongue towards the roof of your mouth? If that helped soften or becoming aware of all the masseter muscles and the muscles that support the chewing bones. And let your last long inhalation, deep breath in, take weight completely, roll completely onto the left side. So take the weight completely, settle that left hip, raise that right hand or bring the right arm a little bit closer in. Once the right hand is coming closer to your shin on the left foot, your left hand starts walking in, your left elbow slowly lifts, and now you can come slowly off the ground. Now you can press through your shin. Now your glute muscles come slowly far off the ground. You can feel the thigh. You can feel the same glute muscles. Your hands, again, to support onto your thigh, to the ground, to the knee, all the way outside the body, all towards the sky, whichever is your own intensity. And find that those glute muscles are really active. Your hip muscles are really active. You're contracting. We sit all the time. Can you really activate those muscles? Breathe in. Is your back foot now supporting you without having to force anything? Is your tummy really carrying your chest? Let your last two breaths. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, exhale for your tummy. Last time. Open your chest. Breathe, breathe, breathe in. And let your body slowly with hands and elbows to soften to the left side. One more time. All the way to your left. Reach out slowly until your hips touch, until your glute is really on the floor. Let that left glute stay into the floor. Once it touches, and roll, your right shoulder is tall, your torso is almost looking to the right side of your body. So you're really finding a full extension, a full pressure on that left side, and then you start the rotation. Then your right arm slowly moves towards the ground. Now your right elbow and right forearm come to the floor. Now you can feel how your body starts stretching into that hip, and your body exhales, and you can feel the exhalation. Maybe your body stays slowly as long as your body supports, again, the breath in and the breath out. Toes and feet and leg are never tense. Find those glute muscles, find those hip muscles. Exhale all the way through. Are you tensing? How's the abdomen? Are you breathing? Can you feel the full rotation around that hip? When your last long exhalation, feel the body just slowly breathing deep from deep inside. and then roll back into the hip gently. The right arm intentionally moves all the way wide. So you're now putting pressure into the left hip. Your right hip is softened, your right knee is softened, and now your body presses gently. I think we did 2 already, right? Bring slowly to your shin. Your body slowly comes with hands into the ground. You're walking your hands closer towards your shoulders, and now your left knee comes slowly back up. So how does that feel on your hips right now? Can you feel your body? Inhaling, can you allow the right foot to step now all the way forward in front of your body? So right heel stays on the ground, right toes are pointed just in front of the knee, and let your body again stretch. Feel that your body reaches gently forward in front of your body to open away from that left hip. Breathe, breathe, breathe in. Make sure your right foot, and I walk softly, my right foot softly in front of my body so I can feel my hips, I can feel my glutes, I can feel my toes and my knees easily placed in the position without having to force any joint. And I check my breath and I feel my back glute. What is my back glute doing? How's my back, the lower back area? How is my abdomen supporting this position? How are my shoulders and arms engaged into the pose? Can I find my head in the position of my jaw, the crown of the head, the spine extension? Can I breathe in and out softly? Can my toes be light and the heel of my front foot? One more time, breathing in. And I lengthen, breathing out. And your last long, full breath. Can you really activate those hip and joint muscles of the pelvic area? Except really trust how you bite your teeth. And then slowly, as your facial expression soften as you press the right leg into the floor, stretching the right knee, slowly exhaling. Very nice. Breathing in. Let your left hand and right hand come closer to your shoulders so your body lengthens through that right knee and your torso stays on the heel and your toes on the right foot flex. And you can feel the back of your calf, the back of your hamstring, not the back of your knee, right? It's not the knee joint or the back of the knee joint that actually is forced. You want to support that by softly moving into it and feel that your body is actively contracting the front. So your toes are flexing actively, your calf muscles are flexing actively, and your back is balanced. And we measure that by checking your right and left arm. Are they equally placed into the floor? Are my shoulders equally balanced directly to the floor? Can I pay attention slowly to the position of my abdomen, of my chest, of my shoulders? Let your last 2 breaths pressing back lightly into my hips so I can really feel the extension. Jaw draws in. Last time, as your abdomen flexes very gently. Flex your right knee one more time and lean all the way forward and feel that your body just stretches all the way out in front of your body on the heel, and your knee is never forced. You're on the strong ball of the heel of your foot, and your hip flexors open, your hands are balanced, your shoulders are broad, jaw draws in. And again, is sometimes the physical body is a reflection of where we are in life, right? There's a lot of things that might align with your physical body. So are we stuck? Do we feel sometimes that we're stuck in a position in our lives, emotionally, physically, intellectually, wherever, spiritually most important? Can I feel my body just letting go and trusting that I need to move? I need to add a breath that lightens up my step. A breath that is not just holding tight all the time, but that I am able to move and shift from inside and letting my mind to be truly focused. Because that's, as we know from the little lecture that we listened to at the beginning of the chanting, that the mind is the one that does all the work. When the body is exhaling slowly, press your right foot one last time to feel slow shift, right? You don't have to go any faster than your body allows it. And the right foot, the more active you find, or the more activity you find in your toes and foot area, and you balance that knee and the toes, then the calf muscles, the hamstrings, the glute muscles are supported, the arms are even and balanced, the jaw draws in, the glute muscles press back, and you feel how you're lengthened slowly. And activate your shin muscles, the counter muscles, the antagonistic muscles to the back of your leg. Breathe in, contract your knee. Feel that your knee moves as if you're just lifting the knee up. Exhale, exhale. Is your abdomen also moving, contracting it in so your back lengthens and your jaw grows in? One more time, breathe in. Exhale, arms, are they slowly widen. Your last long position, can you feel engagement of those fascia? And let your body soften. Move forward through your toes, move forward through your knee. Allow your right foot to bend and have enough room to slowly shift back. Stay on neutral position. Observe your body just in neutral position. Open your knees a little bit wider than your hips. Your big toes may slowly overlap over each other. And let the elbows slowly come towards the ground. Your forearms will slowly come to the floor. And move very gently your hips as if you're just sitting back. Not all the way. If you can't, if your knee doesn't, don't allow it. Your neck and head slowly soften and then open your body. And maybe your body slowly starts walking arms. Maybe your body's walking gently your chest, your forehead into the ground. And you breathe as you extend your knuckles, as you open the shoulders, as you move your chest down. One more time, breathe. And exhale all the way through. Last 2 times. Can you really feel your glute muscles and your hips really flexing your hip flexors? Last exhalation. Can you find your final movement, moving your glutes and tailbone really far away from the back, and then slow motion. Lean forward into your forearms, into your hands, elbows lift, palms, hands under the shoulders, and then bring your knees closer enough so your left foot comes gently forward. And then again, the foot is far in front of the knee, so I'm able to slowly flex the left knee and stretch into that left foot without having to force my entire joints, and just simply leaning out and let your body weight slowly shift into the heel of the front foot. And so what does it feel like to move? And what is this moving meditation about for me today? Is it anything? Am I even thinking about what is it that it produces within me? Am I aligning that subtle energy of my body? Am I really opening those channels that sometimes get obstructed? Very, very thin and almost imperceptible filaments that conduct our spiritual energy. And of course, if we don't think about them, if you don't pay attention to that, through the food that we take, through the breaths that we inhale, through the words that we say, through the thoughts and relationships that we bring into our lives, through the ideas that we're associating with, then those little filaments become, because it's subtle energy, become clogged. And it's very difficult to just unclog them if we're not practicing constantly the letting go, the opening up. Last time, breath in. Allow your body to really feel that right hip really opening, and slowly press through your left foot. So your left knee gently. Your own intensity doesn't have to be anything farther than. And allow your fingers, the tip of the fingers, your fists, the palms of hands to slowly support you while the left toes start flexing. And you can slowly engage the toes, engage the foot, and you slowly open from the calf first. Feel your calf, feel the back of your hamstring, feel your glutes shifting as if you're just trying to tilt your hips behind, as if you're just trying to raise your tailbone. And the shoulders are not forced. The head slowly lengthens in front of your body, and you breathe slowly out. Inhale. Exhale all the way through your hamstrings, through your calves, through the back of your legs. One more time, breathing in. And so what are we holding on to is our facial expression. Sometimes by opening the eyes really wide, we just freeze in the position. Can I allow my eyes to be softened, my forehead? When I react, when I associate and think about all the things that I'm bringing into my life, do I recognize the same reaction? Can I stay away from that activity that contaminates the body, and I can think about the fluid, the unclogging per se of those nadis? And when the body is exhaling, and you can feel slowly all the way breathing out, slowly, one last time, towards the front foot, towards the left leg, into the center of the ball of your heel, and flexing your left knee and opening away from that right hip flexion, squeezing that glute area. Feel that your hands are slowly open. wide enough that you're not forcing through your elbows, that your abdomen and ribcage slowly drive away from that back foot. And your knee is never leaning out. Your knee is perpendicular, your toes are aligned, and you squeeze through your glutes to really open the opposite direction. Find liberty. Now find freedom as you move into this pose. And see what happens if you are clearing out. Is there anything that you can let go? And maybe it's processing, right? All these emotions, it's processing all these things that are unconsciously being absorbed by our body. We're like little sponges, finding the last 2 breaths that are really breaths, that we're focusing our attention deeply into our body. Last time, observe the body. And what are the things that we really want to bring? What are the things that you really mean your yoga practice? What does your yoga practice really mean to you? And let your heel press, and then slowly shift back, and then raising the toes, slowly engaging. Again, your heel stays on the ground, your spine slowly draws gently away from the hips, so you're extending forward. And you're pulling lightly, so your shoulders and chest gently pour forward. Your hands are not doing the work. Your left toes are flexed. You can feel the fascia of your foot. You can really strengthen and stretch all the muscles on the back of your legs while your front shins. And you feel, again, the connection. It's not just muscles. It's not just this tissue right there, but it's all these subtle things like your nervous system, the connectivity, the blood flow, is the subtle energy of your body. And it's about refitting into our body. It's about fitting again into that energy. Sometimes it's defaced, right? We are just moving in one direction where our energy is somewhere else, and we're never whole. We are never in one single spot. Mentally and physically, emotionally, can we allow this last one breath? Just find ourselves in all these parts completely connected, to really overlaid all these intentions, and then slowly soften. Bring your left knee to slowly move forward, your left foot to slowly come to the ground. Bring your left foot one more time back, big toe over big toe. Allow your knees to open wide. Again, your pacing, your time, not mine. And flex maybe your knees, maybe your hips come a little bit lower, maybe the elbows may reach towards the ground, maybe your body slowly flattens, and maybe your hands reach slowly forward, and your elbows come to the floor. Maybe the palms of the hands reach farther away, so your chest and forehead and chin comes toward the ground. And find your back and feel that your spine lengthens, and you breathe in and you breathe out. And you open the arms. Sometimes when my arms are too close to each other, I feel that my shoulder blades will not have enough space to let my chest come in between them. So if I open my shoulders and my shoulder blades give that space for my scapula to just dip into the ground, and my chest comes slowly towards the floor, then I can feel how that affects the rest of my vertebrae, from the lower back towards my neck area. And I breathe, because the breath is a massage, and I am refitting like a glove into my body, right? Like a hand into a glove. Find that my energy, all the different layers and different bodies that we have, not just the physical body, but all the other bodies, the subtle bodies, slowly the emotional body, the intellectual body, allow them to mindfully be aligned. Last long breath in. Can I really be connected? Can I really practice my yoga? And then slowly let the hands and elbows to slowly help the torso come up as your body weight returns onto your knees, into the hands, and you breathe in. And you exhale all the way through. Beautiful. Take a deep breath into this position. Can I observe my toes flexing in? And maybe as my toes flex in, my knees come slowly off the ground. And if my knees come off the ground, can I open my knees wide enough that my hands come in between my knees? And is that okay for my body to be there? Is that not okay? Then can I find a different way for my body to be comfortable? Can I allow my body to stay for a second in this position? So what happens when I round my spine and dip my chin? Can I feel how the movement maybe opens different muscles? Maybe in this position, and only maybe, I allow my body to start rolling gently over the balls of your toes. So I sway from left to right. And I soften my hips. And then so I'm moving the hip from left to right very gently. You don't have to move any faster or slower than me. It's your physical body until your one heel on one side starts approaching and your feet are as wide as your knees and hips allow it. And it's a very gentle movement for many of us. It's a very soft movement through your hips, moving gently your inner thighs. It's a very measured movement through my joints until my hips are loosening gently. And maybe I grab 2 towels, a long blanket, something underneath my heels that supports that heel right under the foot. And I place weight on them. And maybe for some of us, I'm pressing all of my body weight into those and let my toes be wider than my heels and let my knees to be in the direction of my toes and my back to slowly roll forward and my fingers to maybe touch the ground, touch very close to my toes, to cross the fingers, to press the palms of the hands out, to draw the chin in and open the body as if I'm pressing the weight of my body into my heels. And again, sway a little bit, play with my hips so my hips are really moving and they're not stuck. Breath in, exhale all the way through. When and if my body is ready. Can I find an inhalation? Can I find an exhalation? Slowly stretching through my back. Last one time, breathe in. And then I release from this pose. Very nice. Placing my hands into the ground, open the arms wide enough and allow the body weight to come towards my toes. And I raise. Raise my hips, stretch my knees, stay on the ground with my legs as wide as needed. Breath in, exhale all the way through. Feel my body balance through my heels, to the tip of my toes. I drop my head one more time, inhale, and I'm going to point my right toes out to the right side of my body, and my heel of the right foot is steady, and my left leg starts walking a little bit farther away, and I'm going to walk my hands towards that right foot, very gently. So I allow my body weight to almost slowly move. If my right heel comes off the ground and I'm staying on the ball of my right toes, perfect. So I can extend gently into that right side. Again, the foot on the ground is on the ball of the toes if necessary, or sometimes on the heel of your foot if necessary. So depending on your flexibility, to maybe a good beginning position is to place the ball of your toes without overstraining your knee, and then your body stretches through that inner thigh. So the left leg is now open and extended and reaching all the way out. Let the body exhale one more time through your inner thighs. Inhale, feel that your body really stretches those muscles, and then they're very challenging. You're not the only one. Most of us have a very challenging position of those hip joints and legs muscles or inner thigh muscles. When the body's ready, exhale all the way through, and then slowly walk your hands back to center, walk your feet back into center, exhale. Breath in. So what does it feel like to slowly fold gently forward? That you're not holding through your neck, that you're not holding through your jaw. One more time, allowing the body to exhale into this pose. When your body's ready, the left side. So the toes point out, the heel remains on the ground, your right foot steady, and then maybe on the ball of your toes. That's how we started it, right? And let your body stretch, and you can feel your body. Maybe your inner thighs on that right leg are really active, and you're finding them to slowly exhale. And so what does it feel to fit into those hips? Can I find a block? Can I find a towel, something, a blanket underneath the left heel? Or can I slowly place my left heel into the ground and again feel my body just stretching through, and observe the body and feel how that feels to extend and open through your inner thighs. Again, observe what is working best for your body in this point. Inhale and exhale through your inner thighs. Feel that any tension that it might be built into the leg muscles and your hips is released one more time. Feel the body exhaling all the way through. Can you observe the spine Can you observe your last long exhale? So empty through and then roll, inhaling. Walk into your hands, to the ball of your toes if needed. And then one more time. Roll back to center. Exhale all the way out. Very nice. Inhale and exhale all the way through. And so what are the thoughts? What are the emotions as the body comes into these positions? And I observe my body to be really balanced, really on my feet, really on the heels, and then slowly bring my back to round, my elbows to come towards the knees or above the knees, as we well know. It's not on the kneecaps, this on the lower thighs. And maybe the heels come in closer, my toes come a little bit wider, and I squat into this position. And I breathe. Again, on the heels, not the toes, and I'm going to sway. I'm going to move towards the right side, stretching the left knee. Inhale into the center, and I'm moving towards the left side, stretching the right knee. Inhale, and exhale, kindly. Again, less is more. Range of movement happens with your breath, with your capability. Can I feel my body wholly moving into this position? Breath in. And exhale and feel how that happens, or what is it that moves internally? And can I feel not my knees, but my inner thighs stretching even deeper into one side or the other as my body exhales? Beautiful. Let your last full 2 breaths reach out, inhale, exhale all the way through, and then kindly come back. Allow your hands to slowly settle to the floor, bringing your hands maybe a little bit closer to your toes, dropping your head. Inhale kindly, exhale all the way through. When and if my body is ready, allow the hands to slowly come a little bit higher up your shins, lower thighs. Maybe the body's able to slowly raise, and I can feel my body coming gently to upright position. Beautiful. Breath in. And breathing all the way out. Very good. Find your legs very wide, feet wide. Observe your spine. Deep breath into this pose. When my body's ready, opening my arms wide and tall towards the sky until my thumbs touch. Open the entire torso, waist area, hips. Deep breath in. Toes are parallel. Hands are extended up towards the sky, stretching your legs by holding the heels to the ground and then contract, right? Squeeze the glutes, observe your body, long and stretch. Breathe in. When your body's ready, your arms stay looking towards the ceiling, and maybe your head looks towards the back of the hands. Or maybe your head drops behind the shoulders if your neck allows it. Breathing in. Again, holding through your hips, glute muscles are supported, abdomen is flattening. The chest is raising, your jaw moves away from your throat. Deep breath in. Exhale all the way through. Last 2 times, soften toes. Press the heels. Feel the entire front of your body. As you exhale all the way through, kindly raise towards the sky and move your arms forward. Bend slowly forward, rounding your spine. Bring your hands behind and allow your arms to slowly come towards the waist, comes on the lower back, hand over hand, or slowly crossing fingers in the back of your lower back, aligning your thumbs to your vertebrae column. Do not drop the elbows, do not drop the shoulders, roll them back. Beautiful. Maybe your arms extend and you can feel your knuckles lengthening, and maybe your body slowly opens gently forward. And can you feel how that affects your hips? How by legs being very wide, you allow the heels to be grounded and the body to open through those glute muscles, hip muscles. Breath in, exhale all the way through. Is your jaw drawn in? Is your head pointing the crown farthest away from your tailbone? Is your tummy able to slowly support your lower back? Last 2 times. Breath in. Exhale, exhale. Last long inhalation. Breathe. Again, our entire aura is affected by just how we breathe out, and align all our energy for your body and bending the knees, and then find your feet slowly pressing around your spine. Feel how your entire energy, flow of blood, energy of your body slowly engages Release your hands to the side of your body, breathing in. Allow your right toes to point towards the right side, your body to look slowly towards the right side, and then slide your right hand into your thigh, lifting the left hip, aligning your body. So your body is perfectly aligned through your hips and shoulders, and your hand comes towards your shin, towards the ankle, towards the toes, and you align your shoulders, and you feel your body just reaching. Less is more. The higher on the thigh, the better. So your back is not curled out, but it's slowly supported, and you feel your body slowly drawing the right shoulder forward and the left shoulder up, and you can feel how that back aligns as if you're just leaning towards the wall behind you. Breathe in, exhale all the way through. Is your back leg far enough, far back behind? Deep breath. Observe kindly the exhalation of your tummy. Last long inhalation. Bend the front knee. Allow your left leg to stay long while your right knee bends, and you can reach into it, observing kindly that your body is slowly reaching into it. Allow your body to exhale, deep breath in, holding not on the toes, not on the knee. Observe the exhalation. Feel your inner thigh and outer thigh pointing together, the kneecap forward towards the direction of your toes. Your head, important where your knee is, important where your shoulders and hips are, but most important is where your spine and your neck and your jaw are aligning the rest, conducting the rest of your body. Can you exhale last time? Breath in, exhale all the way through. Kindly stretch gently your right leg. Find your right hand on the leg, on the thigh, on the knee. Exhale all the way through, and we're going to slowly walk the right leg a little bit farther up. Breath in. And we're going to rotate in the opposite direction. That means just pivoting over the heels, the left leg points out. Breathing in. And let your right hip raise, your left hip to dip, and your left hand not to push on your kneecap, but your left hand to come to the thigh, lower thigh, upper shin, mid shin, lower shin, ankle, toes. Breath in. Allow your shoulders to broaden, press the heels into the ground, the toes widen. Breathe in, shoulders, spine, abdomen, back. Inhale, exhale all the way through. Find your body again as if you're just leaning against a wall behind you. Observe your body to breathe. And so what does it feel like to extend? Is your head and your shoulders, and is your neck aligned? What does it feel like to find alignment? And is your right leg far enough not to press on the top ankle or the left ankle or the kneecap? Hold the muscles to support that. One more time, feel your body that is aligned through your shoulders and hands. Last long deep breath in. Bend slowly your left knee as if your body slowly leans into the heel, not the toes, and your hand slides down, maybe in front of that foot, maybe behind that foot, maybe on top of the toes, and you feel your body stretching. Open your legs wider. Deep breath. Exhale all the way through. Find the inhalation, squeezing your glutes. Observe your body, and you're now more free to move through your hips. So you're feeling now your body activating those muscles, that there's juices, that your body is warmed up to now feel alignments, that you can connect to the muscles that sometimes are just disconnected or too hard to connect to. When your last two breaths, observe your body to exhale, exhale. Find your last inhalation, breathing in. And when your body exhales all the way through, slowly press through that left leg very gently. Walk your left hand to the left thigh, knee, shin, and come back very gently into the central pose. Allow your body to slowly stay into extended leg position, breathing in, and allow your right hand to slowly come all the way across your body towards your left thigh. Toes pointed forward this time, feet are parallel. You're going to reach for your thigh, for your knee, for your shin, for the back of your ankle, from the heel, from the toes. The right elbow slowly shifts towards the ground. The left hand comes as high as it gets on that leg, on the lower back, on the hips, and your neck is relaxed. When you let your body simply twist. Allow not only the internal thigh muscles, but the external muscles now. You're rotating away from the outside IT band on the left. So you're feeling that your body twists away from those muscles.
and the right elbow comes closer towards the ground. The form on the right side comes closer to the floor, and your knees are never locked. Your jaw draws in. Inhale, inhale. Feel that your body is moving. So what does it feel like to just open? Feel that your breath and your mind and your attention becomes just a little bit more purified. That you're moving deeper, not only physiologically, right? It's not just about moving your breath and moving your entire respiratory system and the bloodstream and the rhythm of the respiration of every cell, but it's about a little bit deeper, about the subtle energy of your body. Let your last full breath, let your head and your neck find that your English and your body truly feels movement. And then inhale, allow your hands to release the right hand, the left hand to slowly come forward in front of your body, never locking, and then walk your hands up your shins together until your torso rounds up. So use your glutes, not your back, to come up into full upright position. Exhale all the way through. Beautiful. Deep breath. Exhale all the way out. One more time. Move your arms wide and up towards the sky. Raise, raise, raise. Reach, 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 reach towards the ceiling and hold it. And how are you reaching for the ceiling? Is it just your arms moving? Or are you really using your thighs, you're using your glutes, you're using your waist, you're using your lower back, you're using your lat muscles, you're using your shoulder muscles, the entire back lengthens one more time with the intention. What does it feel like to be fully engaged into extending and open the body towards the sky when your last long inhalation happens to support a full breath up? Then allow your elbows to slowly forward and cross the left arm, then gently. The right arm is going to come as high as is needed or possible, and your left hand comes towards the ground, towards the thigh, towards your shin, towards the ankle, towards the outside of your foot, allowing your body to slowly rotate. Never lock your knees. Feel that your right hand and your right elbow are as tall as they need to, and your torso slowly rotates. And you can feel the outside of that right leg, outside the hip, outside the glutes, the entire trochanter, the muscles that support the joint of the femur into your pelvic bone. Can you feel your abdomen? Can you feel your chest and shoulders engaging? Can you soften the toes? And every time that you breathe, it's not about reaching the first movement, it's about soft rotation. The right elbow, right shoulder comes tallest. And the exhalation slowly settles into the heels. Can you feel your body? 2 more times. Inhaling. And observe. Can you find your abdomen? Beautiful. Open your shoulders away from the chest. Let your last full breath as your head, neck, and jaw really engage. And then slowly bring the left hand back. Your right hand down. Very, very gently. Allow your feet to start walking a little bit farther away from each other and your hands to stay on the floor, and you slowly, as if you're just trying to reach for a squatting movement, find your legs sliding. You probably have been watching the Olympics, so that's exactly what maybe your body wants to open deeply into this position, not go into full splits if your body's not able to reach in one single movement. So observe what happens to your spine, observe what happens to your hips, observe what happens to your legs. Last 2 breaths. Really open the legs. Slow motion along your mat. Use the stickiness of your mat when your last long deep breath happens to support the hips and glutes. Slowly bring your hands to support you, to bring one knee to the ground, then the opposite leg comes to the floor, and your big toes separate from each other, your legs open really wide, and then allow your hips to come towards the heels. So you're now sitting back again into the heels, into your calves, and your body extends. At this point, your toes may move closer under your glutes, so you're really feeling the stretch through your inner thighs. Your hands slowly support the position. Jaw draws in. Maybe in this position, your back is long and supple, and you are able to slowly move it. Maybe your Elbows are able to raise as your hands come in closer off the ground. Your back slowly raises and you feel your spine coming gently upright as your fingers come closer towards your inner thighs. And you breathe in and you breathe out. And maybe your hands come towards the thighs and knees, towards the hips, towards the waist, towards the lower back. Maybe your hands come slowly towards the ground. You can feel your body slowly rolling your chest and chin towards the sky. And you feel observation around the entire body. So what does it feel like to really move inside? To just find your body. Now that it's warm, now that it's active, what does it feel like to move it? Find your jaw, your tongue to move towards the roof of your mouth. Or stay down, stay forward and down. Let your last long, deep breath in when your body really massages and fully engages every joint. It doesn't matter what it looks like from external perspective. Feel your body lengthen towards the sky and let your hands come slowly forward. Allow weight off your heels and walk onto hands and knees. Bring your knees closer towards each other. Exhale. Let your body cross feet over your ankles and sit back over your heels, over your toes, over your feet, and extend your legs gently in front of your body. And just for a soft second, we're going to round the back into the floor. So your lower back, your rib cage, your shoulders are settled to the ground, and you raise your right knee in, and you use both hands to raise the knee in towards the chest, if that's okay with your body. As long as the left leg stays long, maybe your right leg extends towards the sky. If your hands and fingers may support the hamstring or the back of your knee, never locking, never forcing. One more time, breathe. Extend the left leg into the floor. Toes are active on the bottom leg. Last time, shoulder blades. Jaw, inhale, bend the knee into your chest if it's not already there. Exhaling, deep breath in, and allow your knee to slowly move one single movement, as if the toes of the right foot touches onto the inner thigh, over the quad muscles on that left leg, and your knee crosses over your abdomen, over your hips towards the left side, and you rotate slowly all the way through without separating the right shoulder off the ground. And then rotate that knee across the body with your knee as flexed as needed and your right foot to give you a pivoting point or supporting point on that left thigh. And your neck relaxes, your jaw draws in. One last time. From the gut, breathe all the way through. And raise. Raise slowly your knee back up to center. And extend it all the way in front of your body. Left knee slowly retracts one more time using your hands, using your fingers, maybe on top of your shin, maybe on your hamstrings, maybe your glutes, while your right leg actively stays extended into the floor. And I exhale. This is enough for me. Do I need to go any farther than this in this position? Or maybe the left leg is really craving to extend and reach towards the sky, and I reach it up. And I feel my right leg extended and find that the left side is a little bit more challenging than the right one. Or the left side is a lot easier than my right leg extended. And so what are the muscles? What is it that I learned about my body to pay attention to? What do I know is true about my inhalation and the positioning of my mind and physical body? Last time, deep breath. And as the body exhales, I bend my left knee, exhale, releasing all pressure, all tension into my chest, and then cross it over as I breathe in over my tummy with my left foot touching my thigh, and I roll it out over towards the right side of the body. My left knee comes across, my left shoulder stays on the ground, and I twist through my tummy, lower back, breathe in, and exhale all the way through. 2 more times. Not your neck. Can you observe? Can you feel your breath? Emptying, last 2 times. Exhale through your tummy. Can you feel the upward? What do you know it's true about your body? In your last full breath out. Let your hand carry slowly your knee back up. Find the health of all the joints of your body. Exhale your left leg. Once you are in balanced position between your hips and shoulders, then extend the opposite leg, left leg. Heels and toes align, shoulders rest, back of the hands soften, neck lengthens to the ground, jaw draws in, soften your eyes, eyebrows, white lips, tongue, throat. Observe very gently. So what does it take to balance the body to the ground? How can I sync my energy? Can I now notice the difference of the quality of my thoughts? Or at least the quality of my breathing, the quality of the movement and flexibility of my body. Am I open to that possibility? When and if my body is able to exhale and sink in my belly button area, my shoulders and my chest. Let my last breath to be very conscious to my tummy, into my chest, and then from my chest down to my tummy, flexing my knees. Allow my legs easily coming back to center, rolling very gently over my side of the body, whichever is my favorite, to roll all the way into Sukhasana position very gently. Allow the body to never shift too quickly. Your body will protest, will let you know that you've moved too quickly. Dizziness, flash headaches, losing eye coordination, control, breath agitation, all those things we want to avoid, right? We want to monitor constantly how we're moving through our bodies and with our bodies. And maybe my hands and my shins are easily connected. Or maybe my hands on my knees or my thighs are easily connecting the position of my body and my sitting bones. And I find my place in this world. I find my seat and I occupy it humbly. And allow my breath and my attention and my focus and my facial expression to be that, where I feel the buzzing of my energy around my body, the softness of my heart rate and breath, connecting those very externals and rudimentary manifestations of our own energy, but focusing more deeply into the subtle energy inside. And my eyes and eyebrows and eyelids close. And maybe my right and left hand come slowly into my heart center as I breathe in directly into Anjali. And I find my thumbs connecting to my heart. And I observe so what does it feel like to be whole, to have all these layers of awareness on top of each other with my body, mind, subtle body, connected to my spirit, to find that sense of harmony and to become whole, not to be fragmented, allows myself to be peaceful. And that peace invites strength to look at my own truth. That truth relies 100%
into humbly looking and finding and asking for the only one thing that we can ask, which is selfless, divine love.